Nikon knew they were defeated. They weren't going to compete with Canon and Sony, so they set their sights on a different genre of being, of camera, people. Fuji, sun, cult. Nikon is the new Fuji because they know they're not good enough to be anyone else.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we're on the Nikon Z6 III with the Canon EF 85mm 1.2 at Tony 2. I had some discipline. We brought the Fuji with us. We'll switch to it soon, relax. So I just want to talk today about Nikon being more like Fuji than the big two. It seems like Canon and Sony are going for the master race specs. Highest tech possible, like fastest autofocus, most reliability. So Nikon sees these two companies. It's like, okay, you guys are obviously 1 and 2. What's our job? Where do we fit in this little sandwich? And so Nikon asks themselves, okay, we don't have that much money. We can't compete with the autofocus of either of you. We don't have the stabilization. We don't have anything much. We don't even know what video is. We just started, so they panicked. They bought Red. They're like, okay, we could probably learn. And they're moving in the right direction. I love them. I think possibly in a couple years, we're going to be looking at Nikon like, holy shit, they're the cinema ones. They have the ability with Red technology. I'm between two pots of plants. Oh, you didn't plan to see that today. So we all have to find our niche in this world. I picked stand-up comedy for cameras. And like there's 7 people interested in that, and that's why I'm the success that you've come to know and love. So like we all have to decide like to focus on something. You can't just all do a camera that does everything. OM System does their weather sealing. That's like their main thing. Even though every brand has it and no one cares at all, they really focused hard on that. Spray repellents, and you can dunk that thing in water, take it to the bank. But Nikon, they didn't know what to do for a while, and so they looked at Fuji, in my opinion, and they're like, there's this vintage style that people like. You know, Fuji's not class leading at all. They don't have the best autofocus, they don't have the best anything, except color science, of course. But Nikon looked at it and they're like, okay, let's make a ZF full frame Fuji. They stole Fuji's thunder, their idea. Fuji leapfrogged up to full frame. That was their plan. They were waiting by a slice of cheese, and they're like, he missed it. Nikon jumped on the cheese, and they went full frame Fuji style, and now they're like, red LUTs, vintage color science, that's our thing, but slightly more polished than Fuji, or is it? Oh, we'll see the autofocus performance. I have a feeling that Fuji destroys you, even though you're both gonna be using Fringer adapters. So like, I think it's a respectable strategy. I was looking at Fuji's stock price and it like skyrocketed for a bit for no real reason other than girls like fashion accessory cameras. And they look kind of cool with that whole X100 series, and they're like, Fuji, man. So like it's a different genre. It's not the best. That's not what they're going for. It's cool looking and old, and then the pictures and videos, especially videos, they have a vintage touch with the colors. So I think it's a pretty respectable strategy, seeing like 2 titans of the industry with like so much money they can just throw PlayStation money and Canon printer money at their cameras, and it's like, yeah, we do other stuff. We make things that can see inside your belly, and don't worry about us, we'll be fine. So like they can't compete, and they're looking at it and they're like, you know what, we're gonna just tackle this side job for now. And it's just a filmic touch that Nikon went for, and I appreciate it. What I don't appreciate, nothing. I just wanted to segue. Let's switch to the Fuji. Same lens, speed boosted. You're basically full frame still. So Nikon, interesting strategy. What you should have copied is maybe a lot of the things you suck at. Like, how about a menu system? No one patented their menus. Like, you have the worst to this day, asshole. My screen shuts off after 10 seconds. I don't know how to find it. I used to have the Z6 III. I turned that off. I can't find it anymore. I've been through the whole thing like 3 times, looking at I'm like, what is it? And I can't record with the shutter. That's a setting that I used to be able to do, and I don't know where it is anymore. And your scattered menu system will be the death of me. It sucks. Using a Nikon is the worst thing I could even imagine doing. I hate it so much, but I need it to review terrible Viltrox lenses and then sell them for profit. And that's my business strategy. That's the niche I carved out. And I'm not proud of it. But that's what Nikon forced me to do. Canon won't allow those, so like I have to choose one of them. So Nikon and Fuji are very similar in the sense they both have vintage style cameras. The ZF and the ZF-C, they're very trying to be Fuji-like, or at least Nikon from the past. So they have that. They both have terrible autofocus, terrible stabilization, interesting color science that some love, some hate. What neither of them have is polish that you would expect from a multi-billion-dollar company to have. Some like not focus jumping. Like Fuji has some of the craziest focus jumps to get to the end goal. It's like boom, boom, boom. It's like gunshots. Whereas Nikon, they also do that, but they also overshoot their target. Like contrast detect is bullshit. Fuji doesn't do that, at least. So like you both suck. Your stabilization? Are you serious? Both of you, jerky ass stabe. Might as well not even be in there unless you're just hand holding flour. I sent your mama flour. They got the one wheels. Can you see them? No, you can't. They're outside my shot. Thanks for keeping up with the autofocus on that one, Fuji. I don't like the sound of your truck, asshole. You need a wrench. Get a wrench sometime. Just a side rant about fixing things that break, that never should. On my way to buy this Fuji camera, I meet him. It's pretty far away. I scoot up there, buy the thing, heading home, almost home, hearing some sounds, some weird sounds, some fluttering action back there. I'm like, what happened? My tire's flat. There's a nail driven right into it. It's my biggest fear in life, having an electric scooter tire go flat. They're so hard to replace. I looked up some videos. I was like, oh my God, why do they make it so hard? Took me 2 hours and I actually did it. I'm sore still, but it worked and I'm proud. And you know why I did it? Because I'm a PC user and I troubleshoot problems. You Mac sheeple bitch. You would have called help. Oh, please, Mr. Man, help. My thing broke. I don't know what to do. Are you a man? I'll lend you some testicles next time, you Mac sheep bitch. I fixed it, and I'm here now, and it was free. If I was to remove the equation of, I need a camera to test lenses to sell, like the dumbest equation ever, which would I prefer? It's not just cut and dry. I prefer the Fuji in a lot of ways. I think I prefer the look. It's much smaller, not really. But the lenses, if I went native, which I never would, are lighter. I would stick Fuji. It's a pleasure to use. I enjoy using it. Nikon, not so much. We'll see what their ZR is, but I don't have a lot of hope for it. Fuji, man, all the way. Come on over here. And so far what I'm seeing, even though Nikon bought a literal cinema cam company, they still don't have that filmic look. It's a weird look. The film bias offset LUT, which we're using, it's okay. It's weird though. Give us some more. Give us other options. Something better. Like this is not the cinema that I remember seeing in movies. I've never seen this color. I forgot we were on the Fuji. There's a lot of trucks here today. Didn't realize this was such a popular truck route. I'll never come here again, but I just wanted those things in the background. Sorry for trying. Am I in focus? I could be. So like, you're both good companies. You pale in comparison to Canon. I prefer both of your looks to Sony, so you're doing something right. Not a lot, but some people will buy you. Nikon does have a lot of advantages over Fuji. They shoot raw internal. I can play with my white balance anytime. Your HD 240 looks way better. This has such moire patterns, it's literally unusable. Can't even believe it. It's like, you have a lot of stuff. In your full frame, you have some vintage modern lenses, that's cool. There's a lot to like on both systems. There's a lot to hate as well. So I'll be leaving now. Which do you prefer, Nikon or Fuji? Come on. Come on. I took you to a bridge and I hid it from you. That deserves a thumb up. And some Bitcoin. I'm in focus. I love that. I framed this so good. I'm not cut off. It's full body. Once I get to the plants, it's pretty much full body. It's a good shot. I've never been here. I didn't make videos. This is not a lazy effort. I couldn't find a better place. There's nothing. I'll leave. I'm still in focus. Subscribe, my man, understand?